Hey guys, want to remind and encourage everybody on October 7th, the anniversary of this horrific evil that happened over in Israel, to remember to pray for people in this moment, especially for Israel, as they're still going through this war. The Bible tells us pray for the peace of Jerusalem, which we should be doing, but Israel's a nation as they're navigating their life forward. And I think actually on some levels, they're in a good position that now with so many of their enemies openly attacking them, they can respond and handle this as they can handle it probably pretty well. But I also want to remind Christians in kind of the last couple of years, as we've seen the federal government be so inappropriate, is the nice way to say, with the spending and where the aid goes, and the fact that we've largely ignored so many of the Americans in this disaster relief, but we're committing to give money to Lebanon and we're giving money all over the world, more to Ukraine, and we're not taking care of American citizens. And there's some people who look at Israel and go, well, why are we supporting Israel? Why should we do that? And I think there's a couple of reasons, maybe even not biblically. There's some political strategic reasons. They're our best ally over in the Middle East. There's a lot of things for that. But as a Christian, one of the things that we should remember in Romans 11, the Apostle Paul taught that we are grafted in to the root. We're the branches, and the branches don't support the root. The root supports the branches. And as Christians, we've been grafted into the covenant that God gave to Abraham. Right, starting with Abraham, and then it went through from Moses to David all the way through Jesus. And that was an open invitation for all believers to join in. So Christians have been grafted into part of that covenant. And part of the grafting in, of course, we have some incredible things at Wall Builders. We just got a brand new piece in the collection. This is from the Charlton Heston movie, 10 Commandments. This was Cecil B. DeMille's actual 10 Commandment stone tablets from the movie that he then had on his desk. And we just got those in literally last week. I'm sure we'll do a video talking more about those later. So incredible that we have those. But this is part of where we've been grafted in. Our faith is built on the beginning of the covenant, what God did with Israel. And then actually in Romans 12, right after Paul talks about being grafted in, I was thinking Moses because of the 10 Commandments, but right after Paul talks about being grafted in, and then Romans 12, I think it's verse 15, he talks about that we should rejoice with those that rejoice, but weep with those that weep. And on this anniversary, there's so many people in Israel that are remembering, and maybe for some of them even reliving some of the horrors of that day. So just want to encourage and remind us to make sure that we pray for the people of Israel, pray for the peace of Jerusalem, and then pray that God would help our American leaders make sure that we take the right position when it comes to Israel. Part of God's covenant with Abraham, I'm going to make you a great nation. I'm going to bless those that bless you. I'm going to curse those that curse you. And America has enough problems right now. We don't need opposing Israel and bringing a curse from God, positioning us where God can't bless us. That's not one more thing we need to add. So pray that God would move the hearts of our leaders, soften the hearts of our leaders to continue to be a partner and ally with Israel. But in the midst of this, pray for the people of Israel, that God would give them comfort, pray for the peace of Jerusalem, and then pray for America to take the right position with Israel.